Hi, this is Angie at Gardenside Cottage, and today I'm back with more of my home in my Christmas tour. I debate whether I should show my kitchen because it is such a beat old kitchen. It needs redone, and I don't know, that's a big job. But if you will bear with the dings and the scratches and the oldness of it, we'll just take a look at the decor and not so much the kitchen. I started out, a lot of people do, with the idea of Mrs. Claus's kitchen. And this sign here is actually a lid to a tin from Dollar Tree. I didn't see him this year, but I don't know, maybe you can tell it's a lid. And I wish I had a nice sign, but it's kind of cute. So there's the bake shop idea. And then it's also, my kitchen has a candy cane theme of red and white. And here at Gardenside, I like to share little tips and tricks of things, you know, that I do, because I am influenced. I watch so many beautiful home tours with, you know, really extravagant, gorgeous things. And I don't have that, but sometimes I appreciate the simple and easy to do. And why I'm saying all this is because that's kind of not straight, but I wanted some of my risers. I have those like little cupcake stand things. I don't know what you really call them. And I couldn't find them to elevate. This is like my candy cane house, my candy house. So I took my red and white, they're cups, teacups, and I think they're supposed to be strawberry, so they're not exactly Christmassy, but I turned them upside down to set my houses on, because I know I have a lot of little trinkety things, and I wish I had bigger, more dramatic, nicer things. And again, I know it's late in the game, but what I'm doing is I'm going to start a decorating journal. And maybe write down something that I want to obtain at the after Christmas sales or whatever, or into next year, our bigger gingerbread houses, but more simplistic. I don't want an ornate one with a lot of candy, just basically like a little brown house with frosting. So I'm going to write that in my journal to help me remember that. So I like these little peppermint trees, and they're actually ornaments from Walmart, and they go with my candy cane theme. These trees light up, but I haven't put batteries in them yet, and I need to do that. I don't know where that came from. That might have been a Dollar General, actually. It's good for storing little bits and things. This year I was at Goodwill, and they had not a full collection of this. It's not Spode exactly. It's a Japanese like division of it. And so I purchased a few pieces. I have some mints in there. And I tried to do the dining room in this kind of red and white and green. And I didn't like it. And I've redone the dining room. I have struggled this year. But what I did in the dining room, I really like, and I will share that in my next video. Probably not today. I got a bunch of this red wooden bead garland at a garage sale, and it's not always easy to work with. I had to get a twist tie and just secure it on there so I didn't go insane with it rolling off. Little burlap. I like that for my stockings. These wreaths, they came in a pack. I know people tie them on the back of chairs and whatnot, and I kind of was going to do that, but they're kind of messy and they drop a lot of that white stuff, so I changed my mind and did not do that. Up above, I got this at like a small business. They were having a little sale, and that where they take old antiques and decorate them. And I have an old tin and I want to try to do my own. So put that antique look. At Garden Set, I love to mix my old and new for that real eclectic look. The Dollar Tree ramekin was nothing special, but when I put the little plant in it, it I think made it look a little more high end. Here's where I want to replace my gingerbread houses. Those I made out of Dollar Tree birdhouses, but the bird side I turned around. And they're okay, but something a little more, I don't know, bigger. And then I do this vintagey thing. I have a few of this kind of 50s looking stuff, and I don't know what to do with it. So I've used it in the kitchen. And sometimes I think I just want to do like a country kitchen with crocks and greenery and berries and things. And that's something I'm going to write in my journal so that next year maybe I can do that. But still, I wonder what I would do with some of this other stuff. I don't know. You can move it around in your home. That's one great thing. Here, in my Mrs. Claus's kitchen, I envision her being having her tea every day. And so I popped these pinkish trees in these little teacups. And again, I'm not sure if I like pink. It's just, I tried a little bit of it in my decor. And maybe next year I can find some place else to move the pink and just stick with other colors, the more traditional colors. But for now, it's fine and dandy. And then I put some multicolored lights in there. And in the day, I don't really like that. I think it's kind of messy. But at night, I like the multicolored up there. It's just fun. Again, the oldest of my kitchen, I will kind of try to hide. That tin is the bottom of that bake shop sign, and I just like the plaid, so I used it as a riser, thinking outside the box, if you will. And there's another one of those vintage things that just warm my heart. It makes me think of when I was a kid, so I know, I just like it. There's a little milk for Santa in an old milk bottle. Cookies for Santa there. And then I made some cinnamon ornaments and put it on the wood bead garland. Here is just a tier tray with that messy multi-light thing. Dollar Tree ornament and Dollar Tree pink tree for that look of, you know, a candy kitchen. I don't like the light switch, so I try to hide it. And this little plant I had in another stand, and it was wobbly, and I was always fixing it. But I had this thrifted candlestick, and once I put it on there, it was more substantial and gives the candy cane look. So I like that, how that turned out. And then on this side, more of the North Pole Mrs. Claus look. I made that with a little thrifted house, but maybe kind of, I tried to do too much white, I think. Then this was a box I found, and I had some old ornaments in it, and I'll tell you what I did with the ornaments. But that box just made me happy. That vintagey look. It says Santa's Frosty Fresh candy canes, and 5 cents only. And that was just, I had to use that box. And I tried to make like a display of candy canes, and they kept falling. So I think I'm going to tape them together and make a little candy, make it look nicer. They won't stay where I put them. And then a thrifted, that big old thing was like $2 at a garage sale. And I don't know why they didn't like Santa, but he holds my utensils fine and dandy. That was a Dollar Tree little soap dispenser. In the window, that is my fresh pine. Oh, and look, yes, the little snow is falling beautifully. It was bigger a little bit ago and just beautiful. I am not a snow lover. I don't like it, but it is pretty. All right, let me tell you, this was a happy thing after a little bit of struggle, and I don't know if we're going to get to see it. Oh, here we go. Up above, well, I thrifted this sign, and it's kind of Grinch colors, but I just like the font, and there's that old feel. And I hung it up there, but it was kind of dark for me, so I had this flag garland, and those old ornaments I found in the box, I just tied to the garland. And it was so simple and happy. So if you have a bunch of little mismatched ornaments, and you can grab some kind of garland, or I don't know, we call it, it's a flag pennant or something, and you tie them on, and it's just so fun. And I do like a red and white stripe. I always do. So that made me happy. And then this is the lid to a paper cardboard gift box from Dollar Tree, and I just love that candy cane sign. And I tried to put it other places in the kitchen, and it is very red. I mean, like eye-popping red. And so I took it down, but then it was laying around, and I decided, well, I'm going to hang it there. And see if I can appreciate what I'm saying here. With the treatment above the window, I think, and I'm sorry for the lighting, but I think it looks good there. And not so, I don't know, out of place when I had it on the other wall. It was too busy. So, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm trying to convey to you, but all right. Before I go, I know these look silly, but I want to tell you, my husband drives school bus and has like 210 kids he transports every day. And he always gives out a little treat. And I thought he was going to get like Reese trees or something. Well, he bought little Hershey Kisses, and he was going to give them 3 each. And I'm like, how are you going to pass those out? Those kids are going to get off the bus in a hurry. They're not going to wait. And he's like, oh, yeah. So this morning, for about, I don't know, almost 2 hours maybe, I sat and I took 3 Hershey Kisses and wrapped it in aluminum foil to try to make big kisses. And some don't look very good. This was one of the better ones. And I wish I had a little flag, because the flag is what makes a kiss. So anyway, giant Hershey Kisses. As a little, you know, sometimes in the moment, sometimes that's where your inspiration comes. And maybe they don't look great, but together they were kind of cute. And he has more, I mean, his afternoon route to pass out and more of them. But the morning kids, he said, kind of thought it was fun. Just something a little unique to do. And here I have a kitty. Hi, Ivy. Just a minute. We're talking to our YouTube friends. I'll be back. And I'm not going to share the dining room yet because I'm waiting until I can complete it. But I want to show you, I've been crafting a little bit, and I made these little music ornaments with just my velvet. I'm very stingy with my velvet ribbon. I love this stuff. I made a little bow with a little faux greenery and a pine cone. I just took cardboard and I cut out, well, I was going to do round ones, and then I just knew I was going to dry these oranges in my Ninja. So I thought, well, that'll be round. So maybe I need rectangle, like sheet music for the tree. And I don't know, maybe I could go back in and do a couple round ones. These are so fun to do. I'm going to do more. It's just simple. You could change your colors if, you know. I wanted to do more neutral browns, tans, golds in here. But here I'm showing you my tree. And like I said, the room tour will be in my next video because I'm not done. I've had to redo this room because it was too, I don't know. It was too holly. It looked like holly and I didn't like it. So it's red and green and I don't know. Oh, there's the round one that I made. And I didn't decorate it too much, but it could. And the orange, these are those little cutie oranges I dehydrated in the Ninja, and I'm just very happy with how they turned out. All right, maybe one more room. We'll sneak back here. I was going to do Christmas around the world, and I didn't like that theme. It was too hard. But here it's my kind of my English Christmas here, Hogwarts Christmas. Here is Hedwig. It is not an official Harry Potter ornament, but I like a white owl. And I made this garland last year. It was all scraps. Actually, I took this off of another wreath. The bells were old and they were outside for a long time and they rusted, but that's okay. I like that. Sorry, wants to turn. And this frosty green garland was Dollar General. I wanted garland and I want garland next year. I don't have nice stuff like that. The Real Touch garland, I'm going to try to get some this year after Christmas sales. But this kind of greeny frosted stuff has that real kind of vintage look. And I went in with like faux eucalyptus and boxwood and kind of, I don't know, I just like the way it turned out. These poinsettias were Dollar Tree, but they were, you know, there's different qualities. These were a nice quality, nicer quality that, I'm sorry, I can't get where I'm going, that I liked. And even the stockings were from Dollar Tree. But, yeah, and it's funny, I wasn't even trying on this thing. I just was messing around and it made me happy. One of those happy things. Over here is just, you know, to keep that British feel. There's Father Christmas. This sign says Happy Holiday, which I say Merry Christmas, but I thought, you know, kind of had a British tone to it. That's it. And then to be truly Hogwarts here, I have my floating candles left up from Halloween because I didn't want to take them down. They're too much work. There they are. And they're fun at night. And I do feel a little like I am at Hogwarts at Christmas, getting my Christmas sweater. If you remember how Ron and Harry got Christmas sweaters. All right, that is it. Hopefully some ideas for your home or your decorating journal, if you are going to start one of those. Please come back for one more room to share, which will be the dining room. And I had a little sneak peek there. If you have a few seconds, if you would give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate that. So I can keep going here on YouTube. And I just want you to take a few moments to enjoy something simple and watch the snow fall or smell your pine garland. I think I said that was my real pine. I put it in the window thinking the moisture from the sink would help keep it a little moist. I don't know. Take time to love your pets, pet your kitties, and yeah, consider subscribing if you like simple decorating. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you so much for spending a few moments with me. Bye now. Have a glorious day.